today I'm going to be showing you all of the 80 gingerbread locations for Car Dealership Tycoon Christmas Week 2. Make sure you stay to the end to find out how the map works. There's multiple maps to this because it got a bit confusing towards the end. And I'm also going to be showing you some of the rewards you can get, so make sure you stay to the end, like and subscribe, and that's kind of all I have to say. I'm going to be showing you all of the locations, all of the, I think it's like 80 gingerbread locations, so that you can get the UGC, the limited UGC early, and you can also get a new Ferrari and a sled apparently. So if you click this little like Santa hat looking motorbike icon, I don't know what I just said, but here we have Hunt. You have to find 80 gingerbreads on the map to win rewards and the limited UGC. So if you get 30 gingerbread men, you get this Dodge sled, which is a Challenger with no roof and sleds. I don't know either. It looks like one of those donks on cartwheels. For 50 gingerbreads, now gingerbreads aren't a currency, you just have to hunt them around the map, and I'm going to be showing you a map of all of the gingerbreads very soon, so make sure you stick to the end to find out how that works. But for 50 gingerbreads, you get this new Ferrari. Now, I'm not too sure what this is in real life. And then, if you get all of them, if there are any remaining, you can get the Santa helmet limited UGC. Okay, so I've just gotten word that this thing is called a Ferrari J50 in real life, which is ironic because it costs 50 gingerbreads. I will not lie to you guys, I've not seen this thing in my life. However, if there are any left, you can get the limited UGC. There's 30,000 units of these. A UGC is essentially a limited avatar item. Once you get it, there's only a limited number that can ever be sold and that are in the circulation. You can trade it off to someone for Roblox, or you can keep it as like a status symbol. And you also get like, what are they called? Like serial numbers with them. So the lower the serial number, the more valuable it is, because obviously you want to be the first one to get it. Which you may be if you are watching this video, because I'm now going to go on to all of the gingerbread locations. So I don't do this like your normal average YouTuber. Your normal average YouTuber will spend half an hour going through each and every one, and you'll have to pick the ones out which you haven't found. You may have found half of them already. However, I do things a little bit differently here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have made this masterpiece. Yes, lads, this is a map of all of the gingerbread locations in Car Dealership Tycoon. If you're watching this and you're halfway done with it, what you have to do is you just have to follow it from top to bottom, and you'll be bound to find the ones that you're missing. However, it is a little bit more helpful if you're starting from zero, because then you can just go through all of them and you don't have any concerns. Now, do stick around because the colors of the gingerbreads mean something, okay? And that's where it essentially all went downhill. So essentially, I filmed this when I was halfway through making it, but I then came to realize that the map started to become very jumbled. So I had to start adding new colors, I had to start making new maps. It got very complicated because there's 80 of these things, which means that my whole explanation of the map in this video means niche. However, I'm gonna put up screenshots of all of the different maps. So this first map shows a bunch of gingerbreads just like normal color. These spots, you can essentially just go up to the spot and you'll find it. It will just be there. You may have to look for like 5 or 6 seconds to like see where it is, because they are quite small, but you'll be bound to find it. Your next one shows a bunch of blue ones. Now these are all around the city, so if you want you can just screenshot the city part, it doesn't really matter. But essentially these ones are on the rooftops of buildings that have any gingerbreads on them will have ladders which you can go up. As you can see near the area of the ramp, they are quite a bit jumbled. However, there'll be a set of buildings there. I'm sure you guys can just find out which ones have ladders and which ones don't. Black ones. Now, black ones are a little bit more expanded. Black ones basically show a gingerbread being on top of or under something. For example, there are 3 here which are on the highway, just above the city. I believe one of them is on the highway and 2 of them are below the highway. There's one just below those in the parking garage. There's one just below that under a bridge. There's another one just below that under a bridge. And there's one on Santa's Island, which is inside of an igloo. Now, the igloo position may change, so you may have to like go do a little searching for it. There's only like 5 or 6 igloos that actually spawn. And then there's pink ones. Pink ones are spread all across the map. They basically show gingerbreads that are in what I call peculiar spots, i.e. the ones that are on the edge of the mountain are sort of in caves, and you've got to do a little bit of parkour. You have to do a challenge to actually get the gingerbread. The ones that are sort of like in the middle of the map are in holes in the ground, so you have to go down, you have to go get the gingerbread, and there's actually no way to get back up. You have to reset character and you have to go from there. There's one on Santa's Island which is in an igloo, but the igloo sort of it has a hole which goes underground. But I'm gonna put up a photo of like the whole map, all of these mashed together, so that you guys can like screenshot that, so you don't have to like screenshot 10 different maps. You can just screenshot this one and then use the other maps as sort of like a reference point, because this overall map is very hard to understand. I had to separate them out because it just got way too complicated. Like, look at the city, bro, and even with just them all separated out, if you go to the one with all of the gingerbreads, even near the pier, it's still a bit of a shambles. But those are all of the locations for the gingerbread. Twitter UGC isn't actually out yet, so I wish I could show you that, but I can't. However, I can show... It's just turned day. Am I a magician or something? I can show you some of the other rewards. So we have a Dodge sled, which is this thing. Here it's stats. Those aren't confirmed, but it's valued at $1 million. You can't do any alignment, any tire modifications to these, because obviously it has no tires to modify. But you can put an engine upgrade on it. So you can put a race upgrade for 800 grand, race turbo for almost $500,000. So let's take this thing out. It's very long wheelbase. You got quad exhausts on each side on the front. You got a couple presents poking out the back. You got no roof. Oh, it's kind of like the Top Fuel, how like the flames come out as you hold W. Interior is not looking too shabby. I mean, you might fall out, but so it's got the exhaust of the Top Fuel, but it doesn't not accelerate like the Top Fuel at all. Oh my god, okay, I'm bugging out. To be honest, that'll probably be fixed when the update comes out. However, that is a Dodge sled. Now, the other reward you can get, I said, is the, I think it's called like the J50 or something. Ferrari's name has changed. Ferrari used to be called Ferroni. It's now called Corsaro. So if you type in like Corsaro, you can see you got all the different Ferraris. You got the Lusso, the Purosangue, Roma, all of those. But if you scroll down a little bit, where is it? Here it is. So this is a pretty cool, I want to call it a hypercar, but again, I'm not too sure what this car is, so I'm gonna keep it as supercar. So it's 4 million. I'm pretty sure that's a hypercar status right there. Here are its stats. You can actually do tire alignments to this, unlike the Dodge sled. The race upgrade is 1.3 million and the race turbo is 800 grand. Let's take this out. It looks like an F8 mixed with an SF90, just like bam, fused. That is about it. Again, I'm just gonna put that map up in case you've like gotten off track with watching this video and you've just forgotten that you have a gingerbread hunt to do. Go do it. Go get the UGC. And that's about it from me. Thank you very much. And yeah, I mean, like and subscribe, I guess. Bye.